Just waiting for you lovely people to come through. Okay, I'm gonna do my intro. Let me make sure my volume's up. Okay, here we go. Oh, Hannes. We are family. I got all my brothers and sisters in me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and dance. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. And don't say it ain't so. No, I'm just playing. Okay, I am back like I said I would. Now, I said I was going to come back on 15, 20 minutes, but I'm back. And I was on a very, 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 very important phone call. Sorry, but I'm here. Okay. I'm about to take my pill. And I would like to show everyone what I'm having for lunch. I said I was going to do that. And I do have that here. And this is what I made. Another yogurt with some peaches and strawberries, and that's granola bars with almond and cranberries with some agave and cinnamon. I have a video that I'm going to post so you can see it probably a little bit better, but I made this. And let me tell you something. It's yogurt, if I didn't say that. Strawberry yogurt is the flavor. Strawberries, frozen peaches. I had bought some granola oats, and it had almonds and cranberries. Goodness, I just drunk that drink. Excuse me, y'all. Almonds and cranberries in it. And then I drizzled some agave because I don't use sugar, and some cinnamon just to kind of like presentation. But I did do a video. This is what I'm having for lunch. What time is it? It's 12:50 Central Standard Time. And when I tell you, game changer, toast to the boogie. You can taste the peaches and the cinnamon, and it kind of has that, the cinnamon oatmeal taste to it with a little bit of sweetness, the peaches and the almonds. Honey, I'm gonna tell you something. Two containers of the yogurts. Game changer. Tastes so good and fulfilling. Mind you, again, the only thing I have had to eat today is this. And I'm going to tell you something. It tastes so good. Try it. You will definitely love it. Okay. So I got all that out the way. Sorry for the smacking. I wanted to come back on here. Like I stated, I was going to come back on here and talk about what I was talking about on my video that I did this morning when I was exercising. And the topic says, you didn't do anything wrong. And that's kind of where I left off at. This is part 2. And recap, I did my exercise. I do talk in and talk about different topics and things like that. And by the way, you do not hear too many people talking about this, but didn't you know May the 1st to the 31st of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay. I know for a fact that October is domestic violence and breast cancer awareness. I don't like to wait until those months come. Bring awareness out every day. And I didn't think about it. And I said, wait a minute. Let me check before I get on here on the live, this one. So I went on Google and the colors is green. Okay. May 1st, May 31st, 2024 is Mental Health Awareness Month, all throughout the month of May. And I said, wow. So, what I'm talking about and have been talking about, mental health, abuse, and I'm like, oh my goodness, to know that this is out. You don't hear nobody talking about it, you don't see nobody talking about it. And oftentimes, it doesn't get addressed. People need to stop sweeping stuff underneath the carpet. People need to say, look here, I'm over here suffering from this. There's nothing wrong with you talking about anything that you have going on with yourself. And let me tell you something. You can like, subscribe, turn on your post notification for these lives or videos, please. So, and give me a like. I was saying you did not do anything wrong. And I was talking about relationships and I was talking about abuse. So what I said, you didn't do anything wrong. You have a lot of people that always, oftentimes, don't look at themselves in the mirror and always point the finger at you. But if they look deep down inside themselves, if they know how to do that, or go in the mirror and stare and look at themselves, they'll see where they're wrong. You shouldn't have to tell nobody that do you wrong. For real, you're wrong. They shouldn't do you wrong anyhow. And you know, I always say the question, 3 letters, why? Why did you do this to me? Why? Yes, I've been abused. I've been abused pretty much all my life. Okay? And there's many ways of being abused. Physically, yes. Mentally, psychologically, it damages you. Sexually, But when it happens from people that you quote, say that they love you, or a parent, dad, sibling, cousin, etc., that's a whole different type of hurt. Because you got to look at these people pretty much, or have something to do with these people pretty much throughout your life. But also you have a choice to pull away from those folks that you don't want to be around for causing you to hurt. Yesterday I said trauma. Can you heal from past trauma? I don't want to say no, but I don't know what you're saying. Okay. So anyhow, I don't know what this person's saying. Some kind of language. I don't know what that means. Please, this is positivity over here. I don't know what they said, but I'm just saying, repeat. I talk about a lot of stuff. I don't know everything, but I know some things. I'm not right about everything. It's an open mic. Let's ask questions. You know what I'm saying? What is that? A podcast type of thing. I do live because I want to show who I am. I do lives because I like to be original. This is my way of opening up, speaking out, talking about different things, addressing different things. I'm on a weight loss journey. I don't care who knows it. People done seen me in the gym from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. I'm not hiding behind no screen. Okay? This is me. No makeup, natural woman, just lipstick. Hair, yeah. Natural. Okay? I love being me. And at one point in time, I wasn't. When you have trauma, as I was talking about, things that happens in your life. Say, for instance, true story, being abused as a kid. And then as you go out on throughout life, okay, people say, why you want to just live in your sadness? No. But you had a breaking point in between where you was happy and had things going on. But then you fast forward or whatever in your life, you have something that happens in your life and you like, why does this happen? So it sets off like a red flag type of thing or antenna or some kind of electricity go through the brain like a trigger. And it's not that you sitting in your thoughts with it. If something happened to you in your past and then it happened to you again in the present moment, that's not you wanting to live in your past. You did it to me in my past and in my present. You know what I'm saying? And no, you can't change the past. But whoever hurt you or done you wrong, I don't care if it's a mom, dad, and people need to stop talking about why people talk about their parents, because you can, because those is the ones that shouldn't have hurted you. Those are the ones that decided to lay down and have you. Those are the ones that brought you into this world, and they could have given you up for adoption or aborted you. Just saying, my opinion. And I'm not saying I'm right about everything, but at the same token, why would you want to have a baby to mistreat it? An innocent child. Answer that. Because I really like to know that. So just because your mom had you, that means your mom's supposed to abuse you too? And so you going throughout life, your whole life as a child, grade school, middle school, high school, and even old enough to where you shouldn't have been done the way you was done. Why? You have a right to know. And even if a person can't tell you, even when they apologize, that's a step. But you apologize like it's just something that you better get over. I apologize for whatever I done to you. I'm sorry I did it. But you didn't say why you did it. I hope anybody could follow along with me. Comment down below. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's been through something like this. And Mental Health Awareness Month, which is May the 1st through the 31st, Mental Awareness Month. Okay? Stop allowing people to do you any kind of way. I've done it for so long. I have. And I can honestly say I have my power. But oftentimes in the back of my mind, when things don't go right or things going wrong or something happen, I do wonder why. And I don't believe, my personal opinion, I don't believe that it's the devil or God is making it happen. I don't believe it all the time. I believe that people are just maybe full of whatever, but people just really out, down, right, mean, cruel, hurtful. But I'm going to tell you something. And I don't care who knows this. I'm talking about this because this has happened to me. I'm talking about it because my older sister had brought up some things recently. And not saying I haven't thought about saying nothing about it or talking about it or bringing the topic up, and it's not because of her. But when someone shares some light on the subject and tell you other things that you didn't know that happened to you, then you're like, here we go again. Why? No, I'm not mad at her for doing it. Because to me, her doing it is letting me know, okay, maybe that's why this is happening to me. This is not living in the past. I have been married twice in what I thought was a relationship and was supposed to get married, which that's what was told to me, okay? Maybe that was God, okay? I don't want to marry or be with no one that's selfish, self-centered. I don't want to be with nobody that's just think that they don't do nothing wrong, but they say that you did something. But how the heck you do something and you the one that's forking out this, doing that, and trying to keep it together? You better ask somebody. This is the truth. This is my story. So I'm sitting up here saying, my sister told me that. So when I went through what I went through, even if someone cheat on you, I had to experience the pain of going to the doctors and seeing if I had an STD or if anything happened to me. My story. That's abuse. Because why did you do this? If you want to just, go talk to someone, be with someone, do this, that, and the third, do it. But to involve me into the heartache of it, that's mental abuse, and sadness of it, that's psychologically abuse, and all this different stuff. Why? Why did you do this? I am loyal and dedicated to the core. I love being married, but I want no more. If someone don't show me as I do them, vice versa, it's not no one track thing. Okay, I don't want you living with me. We have our own separate space. Because see, this is building up trust. If you say, baby, I'm going home, and when I get out the shower and I'm going to eat me a snack, when I go to bed, before I go to bed, I'm going to call you, and you don't never do that, bye. Because see, you telling me this for that moment, okay? Bye. I don't want to give nobody no second chance. I'm not going to, because that's wasting my time. And you have enough, you have to value yourself enough to realize you deserve more than what you want. Don't push yourself underneath no mat. Don't throw yourself out there to the wolves. If you want to be happy, don't let nobody not make you be happy or make you. Don't allow yourself not to be happy. Don't allow yourself to want and get more than what you deserve. Because let me tell you something right here. I've been single. That don't mean I live by myself now. Don't get twisted. I've been single. I'm going to say since 2010. But I was with someone, husband. Honey, I could go past that. But I'm going to say 2010 officially. And what we in? I thought I had a relationship. I'm calling it like I see it, okay? I was with someone and talked to someone. But once I realized in my mind and heart, which they thought they had me. No, you didn't have me. See, I was trying to show you how loyal and true I was as a friend. It wasn't no relationship. But in the midst of that, you still weighed me down. And you know that there wasn't nothing between us. So I dragged myself through that. You know why? Because of acceptance. Here we go again. That's a part of someone abusing you when you was little or whatever and you didn't feel love. So sometimes it can reflect on your present life, as a teenager, young adult, what have you. That's why I said, do you ever really get over traumas? I think trauma has things you can, to a degree, but I also believe you also have those triggers. And I just said why. You've been abused all your life, recap. From a kid on up. I'm 58 years old. And if you find out stuff in your age that you are now, and people probably, why are people talking about that now? Because if you're going through something and someone tell you something I want you to tell me, because that'll let me know why I went through it. Don't not know it, meaning you, me, not know it, but if somebody bring it to you and they come to you in a delicate way, not being like, messy or anything like that, there's something I need to tell you. Have you ever this, that, and the third? Have you ever felt like this? Have you ever da 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 da? And then you be like, oh, yeah. Well, this is probably why. You get it? Mm-hmm. And that's happened to me. I even said to myself one time before. Matter of fact, I said it to my daughter and my sister. I said, you know what? The things that happen to us in our life, me, and the things that some of my kids have experienced, I said, wonder if it was because of me or is because of me. Because when you carry a baby inside of you, I wasn't physically or mentally abusive to my kids at all. But I'm talking about the emotional part of what you went through, the trauma. Actually, when I had my first child, I was 19. So honestly, thinking back, maybe I was still traumatized. And carrying a child, that's just like they say, you could say, oh, I'm okay. But your body can give you those signals of not being okay. Anxiety, that is one. And so I'm like saying to myself, I've been questioning myself about this. And I'm not putting myself on a pity bus or trying to say that it is the case of them being this way, but I analyze things and I want to know, was I that jacked up from being abused? Hmm. Wonder. I didn't beat my kids. As I said earlier, that's a trigger. And I don't care what no one say. I do not like seeing no one whoop their child. I don't care what nobody say. I said earlier on the video this morning, even if I see a video of a person doing a skit and it's dealing with whooping, I can't look at it. I look at it, I can't listen to it either because it does something to me. It really does. I don't really like hearing kids cry like in a agony, agonizing way. I don't. I don't even like watching some of those movies that come on that's like dealing with slavery and stuff. No. And this is me being the truthful. I'm just saying. Because think about it. If a person that got beat or whipped when they was kids and then they end up turning out to be this way when they was an adult, that's why I said the whipping is not the answer to everything. Because people took whipping or spankings and they made it other than what it is. They made it into beatings. 111, angel numbers. That's why I just said that. It's angel number. They took it and made it more than what it is. You can discipline your child, and even if people back then were saying, you know what, you're gonna get a whooping. Okay, what is a whooping? A whooping is not a beating. It's not a beating. Mm-mm. I don't buy that. You beat your kids, just beat your kids for no reason. I can remember horrible things. And this Sunday that passed, which was what, the 18th, I was told some more things. But also, I said this: if someone does something to you and they alive, bring it to them, and not over no telephone. Because honey, when they gone, you're gonna still live with that, even though you'll never forget it. But you are being a hero for letting them know what they did to you. And you know what? Maybe back then they was going through something And they are a different person. But who the hell do you think you are to beat someone? That's why I don't care what no one say. I can't stand for a woman or a man being with someone. I'm gonna say 5+ years. Let me say it like that, or maybe 10. Let me give it to 10. Oh, we done been together for 10 years and we got kids together and all this stuff. You are going through a mental abuse in that relationship, maybe physical, but you got kids and you claim your kids is not going through the abuse. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because I'm going to tell you something. My kids' father, my kids ain't never heard us cuss at each other. They ain't never seen him put his hands on me. I didn't have that problem with him. I have shared the problem that happened with me and my kids' dad. But let me tell you one thing. It wasn't because of that. It wasn't because of no cheating. I never had to put it in the back of my mind that he was cheating on me. And it never was revealed either. But I've been cheated on twice, and it was revealed to me. Because, see, I don't go looking for nothing. I ain't going to look for nothing. That's why I said the mental part of it. You sitting up there in the house with somebody, knowing you ain't no good, knowing you mistreating somebody, and you know that they're at home. You know where that person's at. But see, you keep playing with somebody's mind and stuff. That's where things can take a bad turn, okay? But if I come to you and ask you, let's talk about something, and you did me some kind of way, and you're lying in my face, I don't have no respect for you. Better yet, you thinking I still care? Mm-mm. Because you can easily say it or walk away. I'd rather for you say, I don't want you no more and walk away than you just sit in my space, in my face, coming home from work, laying in the bed, husband and whatever else you want to call it. Because I don't call, I've been married twice. I ain't had no relationship. Because if I've been married twice, okay? And I thought I was in one. No, I wasn't. That person was selfish, a liar, cheater, narcissistic, and everything. And even if you try to get back or try to be friends with a person, and you come up in this person's space 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road, times change. But me, I don't want to be with nobody that's with someone else. I don't want to break up nobody's happy home because I don't want it done to me. And if you can't be a woman or a man and a woman enough to come tell somebody, you know what, I think everything done played its course. I don't no longer want to be with you. Yeah, you're going to be heartbroken or sad because you're thinking, but also you feel played. So just move on because healing has to start. Stop putting yourself in that bigger space of hurting more. You already know what the person is doing to you. Especially when you have kids involved. Run to the border, okay? Get some gone. Because you keep taking that person back. Each time you take that person back, it gets worse. Oh, honey, it gets worse. They're gonna show you, they're gonna shower you with gifts and all this. Now, this is something people probably say, why you stay in it? Let me tell you something. I didn't know. But as time, see, this is the thing. Knowing is one thing, not knowing is another. I didn't know. But when things started showing and presenting itself, and then 1 and 1 was equaling 2, I was through. Because at first, I'm not going to accuse you of doing nothing and I don't see it. But when I get the proof and it start adding up, Oh, that's why you got this for me. Oh, that's why you bought this. Oh, that's why I'm gone. Bye. And when I leave, I'm gone. And I ain't just saying it. Bye. Because I want to start healing. You lied. You held on to me. You just strung me along knowing that you didn't give a darn about me. You wanted to see what I had to offer. But then also, you don't want to be with nobody say, but you talking to other people and just playing this mental mind game. You pick and choose who you want to talk to, and you getting the vulnerable ones that's sick, got illnesses, or just don't have no self-esteem because you don't either because of how you look. That's why I'm in front of this camera. I want everybody to see how I look. Go back and look at some of my old videos versus now at my face. I could tell I'm losing weight. Like I said, I done lost 4 pounds. This is the only thing I've had to eat today, which is oatmeal. It has everything in it. I had 2 cups of the yogurt. I'm gonna have to buy some more. I'm glad I'm talking about this. Some more of the oat flakes with the almonds and the cranberry. I have my strawberry peaches. I have some agave sprinkled on it. If you don't know what agave is, that's almost like kind of remind you of syrup, but it's for people that is diabetic or don't, use sugars and stuff. Healthier choice, okay? And then I got some cinnamon. This is the bomb.com. And I tell you one thing, if I was to put it on the market, I bet you I can sell it. I promise. I don't make promises. Mental health awareness. I wish I could have one of those, what you call those horns? The scream to the top of my lungs. For anyone that's been abused. And there's so many shape, forms, of fashion of abuse. And if a person don't think that they abuse you mentally, they got the problem. They have the problem. And as I'm sitting here in this seat, talking on this live, and I know for a fact, anything that someone's done to me as an adult, as far as infidelity or anything, they know who they are. They got to answer to God or the Most High or whatever you call him. Not me, because I didn't do you like that. But I stayed there until I got proof. And when I prayed to God and asked God to show me what is meant for me and not to be with me no more, bye. And I left. Gone. I wish somebody lied and say I didn't. You left me. Do you know how this sounds? Listen to this one. This is a story and a true story, and it's my story. 2014, January the 20th. My granddaughter, I was going to say 10th. My granddaughter's birthday is 10th. So 10 days after her birthday, 10 days before mine. So anyhow, my mom passed away. 2014, January the 20th. My birthday's the 30th. We laid her to rest. I hate saying buried, but I said lay her to rest because she's resting. The next day, which was January 31st. Now, mind you, my uncle, which was her brother, he was older than her. They had said initially he passed away April the 1st, but come to find out to confirm it was the same day we laid my mom to rest, which was January 31st. I went back to a doctor's appointment, I want to say 2 months after, so that was in March of 2014. And the doctor I had him for a long time till he retired. Then I got another one. Now I got another one because both of them retired. I got a woman now. And I loved that doctor. He was so amazing. He wasn't a doctor that was too quick to write down prescriptions or nothing. And I promise you this, if he said, well, You gotta get on another high blood pressure pill. That's what it was. This is my truth. Excuse me. I told him no, I'm not. He didn't say, he didn't push it, press it, or nothing. He said, you know what you got to do. And I'm going to stick to this because this is the truth. I went back to him in March of 2014 to a follow-up appointment because I have Graves' disease. So basically, I get my thyroid checked every 3 months, sometimes 6 months, depending on if I need a new prescription or my thyroid levels need to be checked. Graves' disease. I done spoke about this before. I went in there and I broke down. I broke down. And my doctor said to me at this time, whoa, what happened? He said, you was in here January. And he said, I was happy. I didn't have no complaints or nothing, basically. Don't you know my doctor wrote a letter, letterhead and all, to my corporate apartment complex where I lived at, where it was a townhome at the time, so I can break my lease. And I say that to say my daughter, her husband, and my grandbaby, we all moved to Florida. April 29th of 2014. A month after that. He told me I sent the letter so I could break my lease, but I still owed a balance. But I didn't have to pay the full balance because the letter stated, here's a medical reason. And so I think it was like $5,000, but they put it in half. So it was like $2,500 or $2,000 that I was going to have to pay. So my daughter and her husband, came across some things. My daughter, she planned the whole trip. Reservations. She even paid an extra amount of money for me to fly first class because I had bought my own ticket. But, she wanted me to be up there with them. Paid for the whole motel expense. And when we moved, we all chipped in on the total of what we had to pay to move in because we had to find a place. She had everything planned to the T. She had a vehicle, and when we got there, her vehicle was delivered at the hotel where we stayed at. When we left the airport, we had a shuttle bus that went to the hotel where we stayed at for, I think it was like a month and a week or something like that. I was about to laugh about something, but that's okay. She had everything planned. When we got there, her car was delivered within an hour from us getting there. We moved to Jacksonville, Florida, okay? My kid's father was going to move to Daytona Beach, and I think that's like an hour, maybe 45 minutes or something, but you would see it on the highway, so I just say it like that. I love Florida. I'm going to go back on a vacation to Florida. And I was thinking about going to two places, Jacksonville and Bradenton. I lived in Bradenton, Florida for about 2.5 years. My doctor did that. I moved to Florida and end up coming back 2 months later. Let me see here, 29, May, June, about 2.5 months later. I'm going to show you why. I was so like all over the place when my mom passed away. And I know what really happened to my mom. So I'm not getting into all that part of it. I know she was on dialysis, but that ain't what killed my mom. So anyhow, I came back. I left July the 8th. Okay. And I hurted my daughter. I know I did. And she probably hated me or probably didn't like me because she was there for me. See, this is speaking the truth. Don't you know the person that I supposedly left? Because see, I wasn't in a relationship with this person no more because this person was out of my home before I left. But I still would see him from time to time. You've been out the house, okay? He had the nerves to say to me, I abandoned him and moved to Florida. You know how silly and sick that is? I ain't leaving out nothing because it's the truth. And I'm saying to myself, you more worried about me going to Florida with my daughter because she was supportive of me and you wasn't, because you decided that you wanted to live in your car on the streets and didn't have no compassion. I told my daughter, I'm being honest, y'all, I was going to go to a shelter when I come back because I didn't want to stay with nobody. That way they can help me get a place. Well, that didn't happen because my baby girl wasn't going to let that happen because I moved in with her, her husband, and her son, which is my grandson. And it wasn't because I couldn't go back to my daughter's house. That wasn't the problem. I kind of was ashamed. That's one. But I did want to get help to get established, to get my own place. And I also wanted to seek counsel. Being honest, okay? I didn't care. My mom passed away. Who the heck? January was rough for me. January 20th, I found out she passed away on Facebook. And my birthday's 10 days later. But you said I left you? No, we wasn't together. And then when we was, my daughter and her husband moved in with my grandbaby at the time that lived with me prior, moved in. Her husband was help paying bills, and I was, and I told my daughter, I said, you ain't got to pay nothing if someone else ain't paying it. So you think you're going to live off me, my daughter, her husband, and my income? Bye. And I'm talking about bye, Felicia, for real. I didn't put you out. You left because you didn't want to hear nothing that what I was saying. So you leave, stay in your car from, honestly, probably 2013 until, oh, goodness, 2020 or 2021, 2020. For real, okay? My truth story. I came back and my life was turned upside down. And I blame myself. And I apologize to my daughter because I didn't have to, but I did because I was lost. My brother had been killed. My mom never healed from that, plus her sickness, plus other things. I want to understand it. That was my mom. And you to say something like that, oh, honey, it gets good. So I came back. And then my baby sister's daughter and 3 of her grandbabies, life was cut. The same year, I lost my mom, okay? My mom raised her oldest granddaughter. And it was because my sister didn't want to. It was a connection. And they lived across the street from each other. So I'm not being messy. This is the truth. And she also wanted to help her grandmother. That's what we call my mom, grandmother, not grandmother, grandmother. And so that was what? August, September, October, November, December. 5 months later, 2 nieces, 3 great niece and nephew, same month, same week, killed. Both of them. Separate times though. My sister's daughter, only daughter, and I'm gonna keep saying this because it's true, was leaning up against her mom's dresser. Because everybody went to my sister's house after the funeral. And at this time, my sister was having some issues, not to talk about her. And her only daughter, she had 3 kids. You heard me? I said had. I'm gonna get to that. She said, I want somebody to help with my mom because I don't want her to die. And she was standing by me, but she wasn't directing it to me. She was directing it out openly. And I heard her. But when I saw my sister, I hadn't seen my sister in a minute. I said, let me see, was it 3 years? And you don't know what no one's going through. I hadn't seen her. And a person can only tell you certain things, but seeing is believing, right? Now, mind you, she said this in December. March, I start going over to my sister's house, visiting her. She didn't know this. And I would stay, I would visit, leave. Then I started spending some time with her, staying the night, to end up moving in. I moved in my sister's house for 2 years and 2 months, not because I had it to. I said had it to. Y'all, don't blame me. Not because I had to, because I wanted to. Not because she knew it. I didn't even ask her. So I say 2 months pass. Let's get this ball game to rolling. My sister get on here. She'll say she's not lying. I lived with her for 2 years and about 2 months. But here we go. Along the way, knowing how I was treated by an individual, not my sister, and other people, I lost myself. I lost myself. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you how God is. I moved in with my sister in March of 2015. A whole year. May, June, July. Let me see. That's March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 7 months later, a friend I went to high school, middle school, and elementary school, we got reconnected. It was a girl. We was friends. And she came pick me up, and I stayed at her house, for like, the weekend. Then I went back, I stayed a week, and then I went back for 30 days because she invited me to this big to-do. Big to-do. And let me tell you something. I have never had that much fun in so long. I said, my baby girl said this to me. She said, Mama, that was God. She said that to me. She said, you needed that. That was God. I hadn't had a social life in so long, y'all. Let me tell you, no. And this ain't no lie. The only social life I had, far as like friends, family, yes, we had a lot of good times together. But I'm talking about friends going out, having me time, girl time, hookup time, do whatever time. No. And that has been probably since 2009, because I must say, me and my second husband and first husband, we done did a lot, traveling and everything. So I'm fast forward. She came and got me. She invited me to a black and white party, which was the following year in May. Was by that time 2017. Okay. Moved in with my sister 15 May 2015, I'm saying March. The following year and 7 months down the road, friend. Then the following year, which was 2017, black and white party, stay with her for a month. Memorial Day, she throws big to-dos. And I think I might have went down another time, or was it the third time? Well, anyhow, I went down 4 times because I know I was down there, not Black History Month, Martin Luther King's birthday. Okay, that's in January. So it was 4 times. I just thought about that. I didn't realize that. But anyhow, so I cried every night. This is me being mentally abused by someone, lying. I felt used, betrayal, manipulative, deceived, and everything. And in the end of it, You think I did you wrong because I left you. How's that doing someone wrong? You mistreated me. I'm supposed to stay there? You got a problem. You have a problem. No sex, no holding hands, no kissing. I'm just keeping it real. This is grown folks posts, okay? None of the above. But I had my silly, stupid self there because you from a different state and I was trying to be your family and help, like, be loyal. I won't do that no more. I won't. And no, this is not me shutting out for falling in love. This is me knowing how I want to be treated, okay? And how I would treat you. I'm not playing wife to someone that is not playing husband, or we trying to commit and build a future together. Because I know I'm a real good wife and housewife. I don't care if nobody approve of it. I approve of my own message. Dedicated, loyal to the core. I've been married twice. And both my husband, one's in heaven, could say this. And has. And my second husband used to tell his family all the time, she's a good woman. She got respectful kids, da da da. Yeah, he did. I had two husbands, and despite how my second husband was, I already done told this story earlier. Last week? Mental Health Awareness Month is in May. From May the 1st to 31st, the color is green. No one's talking about it. No one's talking about it. Let your voice be heard. When I reconnected with my friend, then I reconnected to well, she didn't know it. Another friend, which was her cousin. A guy. He was supportive of me. I'm not going to sit up here and start lying. I have never in a long time since my kid's father felt like somebody cared at that point. And I really know for a fact I wasn't getting played. Anytime, this is the thing, you talking to somebody but you can't call them. You talking to somebody but you can't text them. But you talking to somebody that is not your man, but you are talking to them, texting them, video chatting, talking on the job. And I ain't talking about for no hour, long periods. You on vacation at your family. I feel it was building something, and I, right in my heart and mind, I don't care what nobody say. No one could ever make me change the way I feel towards him because he was there when I didn't have nobody else. Truthfully, he helped find my daughter, the same one that I had put on here about missing. He helped find her. You think I'm gonna forget about that? No. Mm-mm. We don't talk like we used to, but we talk. He'll call me. I don't have no problem with talking to him. I can call him. I ain't on just his time. I can get off here right now. I got another phone. I can call him while I'm on here. But I can't do that because I'm on the line. I can talk on the phone. I can honestly say I love him. Talk on the phone because it's the type of person he is. Talk on the phone. Attraction is there. I know it. 4, 5, 6 hours. I got proof. But when I was in desperate need, my friend, she came through and he did too. He didn't know, like, me telling him. I didn't tell him nothing. But people could sense. I did not sit up here and tell this man what I went through or was going through. But I tell you this, I have to admit this. I cried many a nights to him, and he was there. That was my friend. He's still my friend. He's still my friend. It's just that I say it like that because he he's still my friend. Get out your feelings, Felicia. Because he did something one time. He apologized. I've forgiven him. I really did. And we both, see, this is being honest. He had went through something too. We have to recognize when people do certain things. This is what I'm trying to say, and then I'm going to conclude this live because I can go on and on. When people go through things, it doesn't give them a right to treat you any kind of way. But when a person goes through something and they share with you certain things about what they went through, he did, you could kind of get the concept. Men get abused too, mistreated too. Yep. I don't think they telling a pity buzz story because I know for a fact certain things. Proof. My son's a good man. Things happen to my son. I want my son back. And I want him to be found by God. There's a lot of things there that bothers me. But he's been mistreated too. I said it. Yeah. So on this note, I can conclude it with this being said. Don't let nobody mistreat you. If you're in a situation right now, I don't give a darn. Yeah, it hurts because you done gave yourself to someone for X amount of years and you thought that that person cared, but you got to put in your mind to say, you thought that person cared. So with knowing that, that person didn't care. Go. Leave. Start healing today. And that's what happened to me. I shut my phones off. When I got serious about it, it's kind of like I meditated. I was surrounding myself already in positive energy. I was staying with my baby girl. And I started walking. There was 2 vehicles there. I didn't have to walk. I wanted to. I started exercising. Started losing weight. My self-esteem and confidence was getting stronger. Because see, you can sit up there and admit to yourself, I don't have no low self-esteem. I did that because I never had it. But once you think about it, certain things that you done went through in your life, yeah, I did. Especially when someone cheats on you. You wondering like, is she prettier than me? Why did he do that? What? And you know what? I'm not trying to be mean when I say this. When you see that person and what they look like, but it's, I guess anymore, it's not about looks, it's personality and their heart. But you playing with that person's heartstrings too, knowing you ain't got no intentions, don't be with them. Just a conversation. I'm worth that. I'm worth more than that. And me saying this and doing what I do often on my lives, I want people to see. I want them to really kind of see that I'm speaking facts. I haven't changed up. My other page is Mona's Vegan Lifestyle. And I said Mona Lisa because I told everybody people call me Lisa and my daughter called me Mona. So that's it. That's not my name. Neither one of them is. But that's okay because I love it. My daughter calls me Mona, and then my family call me Lisa. They just put it together. That is not my name. But I got a YouTube channel, another one, Mona's Vegan Lifestyle. Check it out. You see, go on down to some of the videos and you'd be like, damn, this woman's down to earth because I talked a lot over there. You see me walking. You see the difference in me, my weight loss journey. You see me talking positive, cooking. You'll see me literally in the kitchen cooking, juicing, eating healthy and everything. I wasn't eating no meat. Check it out, Mona Vegan Lifestyle. This is how I know I'm real. And I am not trying to sit up here and put this image of me being this way. If you meet me in person, you'll see the same thing. Now, this is what people don't like sometimes. If they see that you're a certain way and they think you're a certain way, they can get over on you. I'm not that sister. You can't get over on me. If anything, the truth be told, you told on yourself and you already been known. And it was the killer part. I didn't know by looking at nobody's phone. Because hell, you couldn't look at it anyways. They kept it like glued to their butt, pretty much. I ain't got time for that. Because if I take all my energy trying to figure out what you're doing by looking in your phone, snooping, riding by, honey, I ain't doing none of that. I'm going to roll over and get me some sleep. You best to stay out there. And that's what I was saying. Who wants to be with someone? This has happened to me where you have to go to the doctors, go to the health department and see if you got an STD because you thinking every time somebody leave the house, they're cheating. I felt violated having to do that because just because you out there, first off, you should be at home, okay? So I'm supposed to sleep with you? And then if I had, and I found out that you did it, I'm gonna get myself checked. And I did that so many times, I had to cut the cord and say, you know what, it's over with because my sister went, one time me and her was at the doctor's appointment together and she was on the other side and she heard everything I told that doctor. I didn't care. I was crying. I felt violated having to do that. I'm saying all this to say, I'm speaking it from my heart. Don't allow yourself to go through it. Yes, I went through it. And when you hear people share their stories like this, and you kind of like say, oh my goodness, this seems like she's talking to me. Well, I am. Mm-hmm. Run. And like I said, I've been single because I ain't been in nobody's committed relationship since I got a divorce in 2012. Committed relationship since 2010 because he wasn't in the home for 2 years. 14 years. That's an awful long time. Well, did I figure that out right? Yeah. If not, I could do the math. 2010, now 24, 24, 2024. Mm-hmm. Figure it out. Talk to someone, yeah. Thought you was in a relationship, yeah, but wasn't. Be mindful. We gotta stop letting people. And I probably come on all month, and people probably get tired of me. Oh, they got a girl on there talking about this. No, I'm talking about mental health. I'm talking about abuse. It's never okay. And it don't take me to wait to a Pacific month to come by to talk about these things. People need to hear it. People need to wake up. And then also, you got so many people out here looking at all these other videos and stuff like that. Look what's in the news now. Read between the lines. I don't want to talk about it. Look what's in the news now. And it's about abuse. I don't care if it's celeb, norm. I'm a celebrity. We have to give our own self a pat on the back. We have to tell our own self we love each other, love ourselves. I love people. I like being nice and treat people kind, but it don't come that way to me. People end up being something other than what they told me who they is in the beginning. And then they want to say, you changed. I probably did because of what you did to me. I'm going to defend me. I'm going to speak up. Mm-hmm. You do something to me, I can come to you correctly. I ain't one for hitting and flattening tires and all this violent stuff. No, 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 no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That is not me. But don't you put your hands on me either. Because it shouldn't take all that. Just go. I done proved to my second husband, I'm not running behind you. I done proved to my second husband, I'm not putting my hands on you. I done proved to him that, could you please leave? And I did all that, and he still tried to pick with me to try to push a button. I'm just like this. You can leave. Then a lot of times I wouldn't say nothing because you know what? He wanted me to feed the fire. On that note, Ohio, Ohanas, excuse me. Don't let nobody abuse you. Don't let nobody abuse, use, or anything. When they thinking that you don't know, you really know. And if you really know, go. You have a right to be loved. You have a right to be cared for. You have a right for people not to put their hands on you. You have a right to not be abused in no shape, form, or fashion. And me, a woman speaking this the way I'm speaking it, because I've been done all of those ways, all of them. And I'm still here talking about it and standing strong. You need advocates. You need people with a voice. You need a voice. Speak up, speak out, talk about it. Let somebody change your life today. And I do mean that. So, on that note, Ohanas. Oh, Jesus, we got to pray, stay prayed up. And I love everybody. That's why I say I don't want nobody to get on my platform with negative stuff. I don't care. You ain't going to catch me, 2 or 3 years down the road. Somebody say, that woman really said she was this way and she wasn't. Everybody changed, but I ain't going to change the way I am like now. If you become a millionaire, of course, you're going to probably change a little bit your lifestyle. But I'm talking about the character of a person that I am. I don't want to be rich. I don't. I want to be well off. And that's not saying you're rich. I want to be well off here. I want to be well off in health. I want to be well off all over. And I want to be taken care of to myself, with myself. I don't need nobody to take care of me. Don't nobody take care of me. My kid's father do, but that's a different story. I just want to have peace. I want to be humble. I want to feel love, be loved. But let me tell you one thing, I ain't begging for it. And I truly mean that. So on that note, Ohanas, we are family. You know why? Because I said so.